Hello, world, and welcome to Drea Vibes. I'm your host, Miss Drea Jackson, and this is my love letter to sound. I created Drea Vibes to host a safe space for artists and creatives of all types to get to know their sonic roots and explore their taste in music and their relationship with sound. Coming up on this episode of Drea Vibes.
I just always remember from a really young age that I wanted to be a singer. I was going to be a singer/lawyer.
When did you learn to love the sound of your voice?
The best part about that time was my mom driving me to practice, and she would play Jaheim's album.
You were at the Performing Arts High School, right?
Yes. So I went from being in the projects in Chicago to moving to LA. Once I came in with the project that I thought it was going to be the one, and then basically I was told to go back to the drawing board and dig a little deeper. My therapist at one point was like, if you weren't a singer or songwriter, like who is Janae, who is BJRNCK? And I was like, I'm pretty much LA girl, so.
I mean, you could do
but
both.
I still got the South Side.
All right, y'all. Today, I'm sitting down with a beautiful soul that blends Chicago grit and LA glow. Oh, they can't see you yet. I'm up here looking.
Okay.
They can't see you yet. And LA glow. Her name is BJRNCK, and she's a Grammy-nominated artist raised in a church, fed with 90s R&B, and experienced through performing arts high schools, okay? She worked with legends like Babyface, landed a Billboard Hot 100 placement as a feature on Omarion's Taken Off, and was a shining star in Future and Metro Boomin's Drink and Dance video. Okay. Now she's partnered with Geffen Records with new singles, Club, Crazy, and new video, Safety, just is out now. Well, they all out, but Safety just came out. And she's setting the stage for her forthcoming album. All right, without further ado, welcome to Drea Vibes, BJRNCK.
Hey girl, how are you?
I'm great. I'm doing great. I love doing this, love talking to artists, and I can't wait to get into this with you. But we got a quick vibe check. Everyone has to go through the vibe check. So I want you to just kind of sink and melt into your muscles real quick. Close your eyes. We're going to breathe in for 5. Hold it, and then breathe out. Come back to life. You ready? Mm-hmm. Eyes closed. We breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Breathe out for 4 or 5, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll take that. All right.
Calming. Love that.
I usually have my lavender going. I forgot to turn it on today.
That was good.
It's okay. All right, we're here. You had a busy morning, but you are here at Drea Vibes Studios.
I am.
We got to rip the Band-Aid off and get straight into it. This is called Flashback, and you got to think really far and deep on this one, okay? Tell me the whole story when you hear this question. What is the first song you can recall hearing ever?
Oh, my goodness.
Sip my smoothie while you tell the story.
Probably that I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. I feel like my mom used to, well, this is not what I can remember, what I could hear, but there's one song, and it's Jaheim's album. I remember really, I know.
No, I love it.
What the hell?
Beauty shop music, not what the hell.
What the hell? But when I was 6, my dad made me play basketball. My family's very athletic. I'm like the artsy kid of the family.
Okay.
And my dad,
body still popping.
Thank you. It's funny because I'm into athletic stuff. But when I was a kid, my dad signed me up for basketball, made me play. But the best part about that time was my mom driving me to practice, and she would play Jaheim's album. So that was super young, and I remember that every time that song comes on, I think about that damn basketball. I used to hate playing basketball.
Damn. At 6 too, it's not hard to make people do stuff at 6.
Bro, I can't coordinate nothing.
Yeah.
You know what to do? Dribble? No.
Okay, Jaheim reminds me of Put That Woman First, right?
Yes.
That's beauty shop music for me.
Literally.
I used to be getting a touch up to that whole Heather Headley,
Literally,
Jaheim, Avant.
Beauty shop is what's his name? Robin Thicke. That album too.
Ooh,
that was a really good beauty shop album.
What happened to him?
I don't know. I think he's still doing stuff. He just dropped a song or something like that.
Okay.
He had a couple, yeah.
We need a him and Justin Bieber collab or something.
Right? Ooh, that'd be fine.
It could be. All right, girl. So let's get into square one. So back at that age, your dad, like you said, your dad had kind of forced you to play basketball. But that's not what you really wanted to do. You're creative at heart.
For sure.
So what did creativity look like for you back in that day?
I've been singing since I can remember. There's this running joke. My aunt used to be like, girl, you was humming before you could sing. I was humming apparently as a baby, which of course, because I'm that girl that's singing. But I just always remember from a really young age that I wanted to be a singer. I was going to be a singer/lawyer. That was a thing. I'm a Taurus. So if you know anything about Taurus, we're great at
Those
arguing.
are bulls, right?
Yeah, we're great at arguing and getting our point across. So I was like, yep, I'm going to be a half-time lawyer so then I could do all my paperwork and stuff, and then I'll be a full-time singer.
Okay. And where did law?
The law,
ever,
yeah.
You approached law at all?
No, not one bit, not one.
And that's fine.
Yeah, that's cool. College, school, go to school. But after high school, I really was just like, yeah, this is not for me. I just need a full-time go and just do my artistry because I knew what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So
you were convicted early.
for sure.
All right. Do you have any other memories listening to music with other members of your family, any siblings or anything? I know you mentioned listening to Jaheim on the way to that basketball practice, but what else was being played around you? And did it all correlate, or did different people in your family have different tastes?
My mom, my dad and my mom, but my mom was really, and my grandma, they were really heavily into music. Like, they don't do music either, but I mean, the Usher album.
Which one?
The one. What
8701?
Yeah. No. Come on. I mean, I feel you. They're all fire. But Confessions, like, that was, it's not,
what?
I love all of them. There's not a bad Usher album, I don't think.
They're right.
But Confessions was like, I mean, when it came out, I don't even know when it came out, but I just remember going to my mom's car to put her CD in and just be sitting in her car listening.
Oh, wow.
Right.
It was like that. Okay, so for me, the reason I said 8701 is my first time listening to a CD player. My mom just bought a bunch of CDs off the end caps at Walmart because, they used to basically have all the black artists on the end cap type shit. And 8701 was in there. And I used to go to sleep listening to that whole album on repeat on my little Walkman with the puffy little pads on the headphones every single day. That and Brandy, Never Say Never. I think it was that project. There was a Monica project.
Carl Thomas. That's so random, but my mom had a Carl Thomas. And then, what was the other one I was about to say? Oh, Emancipation of Mimi was my first CD I ever got as a Christmas gift.
I love that.
Yes, that was my first CD.
Was Shake It Off on there?
Yes. That album.
I love that one.
That was such a good album, like top to bottom. No skips. Seriously.
Okay. Next question. So, the church. Okay. When was your first church, like, Sunday? Like, how early did you start church? I know you said that you were a church baby Wednesday through Sunday or something
Monday
like that.
through Sunday, literally.
Monday. Okay. That's
like I was there every day.
Was it your mom?
It was my mom, but also my mom was working and stuff. So she was just like, I'm going to send you to church because that's where you can be. It's free daycare, basically.
Oh, that's why we was all in the church.
That's why we was up in there.
Okay. It was kind of fun, though.
Yeah, it was really fun.
They had
was fun
too.
Yeah, girl, what? Church has all the drama. But no, seriously, it's so funny because I went to this school at in Chicago. I was in...
Because you moved to Chicago after second grade, right? Okay. And so church started in Chicago.
Yes, church started in Chicago. And I was there, I think it was like third grade. I was supposed to bring like an instrument from home to class for music class. And I forgot the instrument. Like I had it all set because I love music class. It's like the most important class to me. And I forgot. It was supposed to be like, I think it was a Little Mermaid radio. And I did not remember to bring it. It was so cute. So then I was like, damn, okay, I'm going to sing. So then I got up there and I sang Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah Sisters.
Literally. And he stopped me I got like one line out. He said, stop. And I said, oh, damn. He like, girl, why'd you get up there and do that? But no, he was like, you been walking around here with that voice and you ain't came to choir? And I was like, yeah.
Aww.
And honestly, before that though, my mom was not having it with the sing. Like she was like, okay, it was more annoying to her. Your kids be doing stuff and it's just like, all right, please.
So you was really humming like that. You was just
it
was getting annoying. I was annoying.
Yeah, I was singing all the time. Like I would be when I learned how to read, bro, I was singing the street signs. And my mom was like, okay, we got it. Martin Luther King Street.
Oh, dude, it was like that.
Yeah, I was just singing everything.
Okay, well, you had to get it out, baby.
Yeah. So then once he said that, he was like, come to choir rehearsal. We got it on whatever days it was, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And my mom was like, you really gonna audition and that? And girl, she was there to pick me up and I didn't go outside. I stayed inside so that I could audition. And this is, mind you, in third grade. So I was very...
8, 9, maybe?
Yeah, I was very, like, this was something I was going to do. And then I got in the choir and I had a solo, but I didn't tell her. And she came to the first performance thing. I had a solo and it was like,
So you had to practice that solo, right?
Yes.
And when you got assigned that solo, that was kind of your first time really singing for real.
Yeah. And full. And then I think that was the first moment I really realized, like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, which is crazy because that's so young.
Yes.
But like seeing the people in like the crowd and people crying, like grown ups, like 50s, 60s-year-old people crying to my little self singing. I'm like, oh, this is really big. Like, what does this mean? I didn't understand it, but
I actually had a question that was gonna ask you, like, what was the first time you hit a note that like you really realized like was the one for you, or like it opened up your sound, it opened up your ear to your own sound that's changed you forever? And can we say that moment?
For sure, definitely that moment. In that moment, I was like, oh, this is like I have something special.
Aw.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a blessing to have been convicted that early in that, because not everyone gets to like freely just like flow until they figure it out.
For sure.
There's a lot of pressure. And even though you was getting on your mama's nerves, you know, she didn't duct tape your mouth closed.
No, for sure.
You had the church as an outlet, and they encouraged you.
And then once she figured out like, oh, this is a thing, like people like this, we're gonna put you on this audition, we're gonna do this. So she put me to work immediately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
she
what
was
mama
not
does.
playing. Yep.
All right, so speaking of getting put to work immediately, when was your first time hearing yourself in a recording studio?
Oh my goodness, I hated it. Let's start there. My first time in a recording was actually the next year. So that same choir director had me audition for this movie that was in Chicago. It's called Nothing Like the Holidays. I still get them SAG checks to this day.
Oh, you was in the movie?
Yeah, I was in the movie. I did like the soundtrack, and it was a Christmas movie. So it's still like every Christmas I'd be getting like $10 checks.
Yeah.
randomly. But yeah, I auditioned for it. The lady fell in love with me, to record the songs, I had to record them, and we weren't doing auto-tune or anything like that. And I was listening, I'm like, oh my god, this is so cringy, like this is not it. But I guess
it worked out
for it.
Yeah.
Didn't think
so. Your first time in the studio, you didn't even know that was part of you being in the movie, is the fact that you had to record.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you learn to love the sound of your voice?
Now, you know what's so crazy? Because that took a long time. Because even doing YouTube videos, I hated my voice. But it's like when I'm singing it, but hearing yourself back, like hearing yourself talk back, was that not weird for you at first?
No, I love it.
You love it?
I love
What's
it.
your sign?
I'm a Cancer, but I got Taurus in me. I'm a Cancer, Leo, then Taurus.
It's the Leo in you.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah. But yeah, y'all love yourselves. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But I literally I was cringing, like all the YouTube videos. So I would post them. I think also too, like at that age, I was posting YouTube videos, and I was getting, a little weird stuff from kids at school, because I was getting the solos, saying mean stuff. So that kind of shut me down like super early. I was like,
nope. Too loud about yourself.
I said, Mom, delete the videos, take them down. So for a long time, I did not like my voice. And then I would say about 15, like the people I was working with at the time, who were from the church, they had their own studio. It was like, look, we gonna write these songs for you. They like locked me in a room by myself one day and was like, you not coming out of this room until you write this song. Because I was like, you write the song for me. I never really wanted to write for myself. I didn't even think I had that gift. And they made me sit there and write them that song. And I think after I heard something that was personal to me, then that made me like my voice, which is very interesting.
Something that was personal to you that you sang.
That I sang. But the words meant something to me. It wasn't just words that somebody else was giving me to sing.
The emotional connection.
Because I was 15. I never went through heartbreak. I didn't go through a lot of things. So I think that when I was finally able to talk about something that I could connect to, it was like, oh, it clicked.
And what was that though? What was it that you...
I think I had a boyfriend or something at the time.
Okay, 15-year-old boyfriend.
Yeah,
like, okay, shorty like my boots.
And I had just moved. So for high school, I went to LA.
Oh yes,
you. And so it was a long distance relationship, and I was sad about my boo. Yep.
Y'all had messengers and stuff.
Yeah, we had Uvu. You remember Uvu and Skype?
God.
Uvu and Skype. I'd be on there. For like the first 2 years of high school, I did not meet nobody from LA. I stayed on Uvu and Skype with Chicago people. Yep. Like, what time you get out of school? Bet. See you on Uvu.
Damn. LA was weird.
It was just different.
Like, you were at the Performing Arts High School, right?
Yes. So I went from being in the projects in Chicago to moving to LA at this performing arts school, where it was just like, I mean, there was a kid in my class who didn't wear shoes, and one day I was like, it was like when you switch periods, it's like I go and he he's getting up out the seat. It's like a rat came out of his back. Just to give you context of like what kind of school the school was. And he had a rat. And I was like, oh, you had a rat on your shoulder. He like, his name was like Szechuan or something. He's like, that's my pet. Like, and I said, wait, what? Why are they letting you in here with a rat? Like, what are you talking about?
That's the question I had.
Exactly. But that's what type of school it was. So it was a very free school. The only no's were fighting. And I swear to you, first day, I was trying to fight somebody.
God.
And they were like, yeah, we'll kick you out if you fight. I said, damn, but this nigga got a rat.
But I wanted to sing. You wanted to sing, so you.
But I wanted to sing, so I, kept my stuff together.
This nigga got a rat.
Like, what are you talking about? I can't fight, but he has a rat. But that was a great experience, though. I mean, at first I was very close-minded to it.
Yeah.
And then I think the school itself, like the classes they offered, like we were singing operas and I had never been introduced to stuff like that. And once I started getting into like
classical training.
Yeah, classical training, the technicalities of it all, I was like, oh, this is actually fun. Because I was being a little, asshole at first. Oh. Yeah. No, at first I was being a little like anti.
But you was missing Chicago.
For sure.
Okay, I'm sure there was a cultural difference.
Absolutely, 100%.
Quite different.
And then I adapted very quickly after I like got acquainted. By sophomore, junior year, I was like, oh, and now people say I'm pretty much LA girl. So
I mean, you could do
but
both.
I still got the South Side.
I could tell you could do both. All right, if you could look back and talk to that little girl that had just sang that first solo, right now, what would you tell her about what's to come? What advice would you give her? After she got
girl, you don't even know what you about to do with this voice. I literally be like, you don't even know. Just sit and watch. I wouldn't even tell her. I feel like that would spoil all the surprise.
I like that answer. That you wouldn't even tell her.
I wouldn't even tell her. I would just be like, just know you're special
and stay convicted.
Yep.
Copy that.
Don't give up.
All right, girl. Time to play a couple games. All right, I got 4 games for you. The first one's called Top of Mind. I'm going to say phrases or words, and you just respond with the first song title. If you can't dig song title, give me artist name that you think of. Okay. I say these things. The first one, Chicago.
Kanye West's daughter.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is LA. What song or artist you think of when I say LA?
I think of this song by Ty Dolla $ign. It's literally called LA. LA.
Oh yeah.
With Brandy. Great
love
song.
Me some
I
Ty
love
Dolla
that
$ign.
song. Man, that was the first concert I ever went to.
Really?
Yes. It's so random.
That's so random.
I had a friend in school who loved Ty Dolla $ign. He was rich. And he was like, my mom got us Ty Dolla $ign tickets. And he drove this little Prius and took us.
At the performing arts school?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. All right. Next one. The club.
Take me to club me.
Okay. You got to respond to other people's songs with other people's songs.
Okay.
Like what you would listen to in the club. We know your song. Take Me Out the Club.
Love in This Club.
Love in This Club. Okay. The gym.
I think of how she get that ass like that. Victoria
Monet. Oh, I love her. Oh my God. Have y'all collabed?
No, but we need to.
Y'all
Victoria.
need to.
Yeah, she's so good. She's so talented.
So good. Okay. That's it for that one. The next one is called Church, actually.
Okay.
All right. So with this one, I want you to think of a popular song that's current right now. It don't have to be today, but maybe even in this year that you would like to reimagine into a gospel song.
That's a good question. This is very random, but Raven Lenae's but I wish you weren't there. Like imagine that with tambourines.
It is church. Yo, I have a video of myself clapping like I had a tambourine to that. Literally. The bridge to that song, it definitely lifts you off the floor. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad
we went to school together.
Y'all did? Oh, yeah. Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
Right.
I love that. Okay, yeah. That I'm glad you said that because that's the one I was thinking of in terms of what's the most current that I was just recently listening to. But I got a video of myself dancing to that song, and I don't dance.
It just feels like you said, uplifting. It's just like it's positive vibes.
Rejoice. Okay. Yeah. Great answer. All right, next one. This one's called Nobody Knows. What's the song that you think nobody knows? Like a beautiful, like almost deep cut, like you need to know this artist type of song. Something you keep close to yourself.
You need to know this artist or you just need to know this song?
Both.
Okay.
Oh, I like that. You just need to know the song.
You just need to know the song. I think if I'm just going song, this is random because this is the first song that popped in my head when you said it, and I know that's the goal of the game. Heaven by Jamie Foxx.
I haven't heard that one, or have I?
It's a really good song. It's so sweet, and it's a letter to his daughter.
Aww.
And he basically was like, God was sad the day he had to let you go, but you were mine, so that's why you're here. And it was so beautiful. I love that song.
Aww.
So Heaven, that's a good song that y'all should listen to.
Yeah, don't be sleeping on Jamie. Now I gotta go.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
First of all, also, this is random, but Ray J is also very slept on. I did a cover to One Wish, and I said, nah, this man is goated.
I bet that sounded great.
So good. Like the key, good.
Yeah.
T.
Damn. And now taking me back to those times that was like I was in middle school.
Yeah,
maybe.
right?
I don't know. Regardless, all of that was the time. But all right, this is the last one. It's called Scene. And in this one, I actually want you to like close your eyes, and I'm gonna like read out to you something in a meditative voice. And then when I snap my fingers and I say what song is playing in your headphones, you give me the first thing that comes to mind. Okay? All right, y'all. It's a warm LA Sunday, and you just began your hike up Runyon Canyon. Okay? The gravel is crunching, the sun is beating, your workout fit has you ready for the challenge. You're closing out the wild weekend you just had by connecting with nature and grounding yourself. Each step up towards the canyon feels like a reset to you. And the next time you get up to the top, you close your eyes, take a deep breath, and peek out at the view. What song is playing in your headphones looking over LA?
So many random songs just popped up in my head. It's so funny. So one, I thought, Walking on Sunshine. What?
Really?
And that's very random. I was trying to think of a Jhené Aiko because that just felt like Jhené Aiko, but that also didn't come to my head. And then a Cher song also came to my head. What's the one? Can't think of it. It came in my head with the beginning half of what you said. So it was like different songs was popping.
Would you be listening to the I'm Walking on? I can't do it like you, so I can't sing too much.
No, I wouldn't. Would I be listening to that with like
in that moment?
Why not? It just felt what you were describing felt like I should be positive and just like floating through.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that answer. All right, girl. Let's get into some BJRNCK. Oop, I switched my cards. All right, so every album or project or like new creative journey always has a spark, right? A certain moment or an experience that happens where you're like, you know what? I could make a movie off this whole shit right now. For you, it was like, I could make an album. What was that moment when it comes to this new album that is coming very soon? Or soon?
Very soon, very soon, very soon.
Okay.
I would say, so this journey was a little bit different than all the other ones. So like I came in with the project that I thought it was going to be the one, and then basically I was told to go back to the drawing board and dig a little deeper.
Okay.
Which at first I was like, they don't know what they're talking about. And then I feel like taking my time and really just figuring out different sounds and locking in with a producer that we created something very special, and I could take all these different little elements. I feel like that was like really the moment.
So once you like were pretty much tasked to dig deeper, you started trying to like open up to new types of sounds or new ways that you would
instead of doing stuff that like I would have done before, or bringing in hella writers. Like this album, like there are writers, don't get me wrong, on the project, but like most of it was very like they were pushed me to just be very authentic in this body of work. Like you write it, because I feel like I've been doing this a long time. So
yeah, you have.
So like, you know, you go through the journey, like you get to a point where you're like, okay, is this right? Am I doing good? Like shit, I don't know.
Y'all tell me.
Tell Nisha, tell somebody to come up in here and write these songs. Like, you know what I mean? So it gets to that point where I guess your confidence kind of like, well, I don't even know if I'm doing the right song or not, or this. And it then pushing me to say, you got this, gave me, I feel like, built up my confidence. And like, oh, okay, no, these songs are actually good. People do like these songs. I'm playing them. And they're liking them more than the songs that I was having people, you know, get on and write on. So
yeah. All right. So within all of that, I want to say emotional labor a little bit of having to really dig deep and pour out into that pen.
For sure. Emotional labor, which is not easy.
No, not at all. I was going through that today before I got here.
It's really not easy.
I get you. But in all of that emotional labor, like, was there ever a moment where like you were close to giving up?
Every other day.
Damn. Okay. What was stopping you from giving up?
I've been doing this a long time. And actually, you know what's crazy? Though recently I can give you a situation. I, went to eat with my mom, who haven't been able to like do that as much as we would like to.
Mm-hmm.
And we were sitting down at Cheesecake Factory, and I was really sad. She could tell I was sad because the music was just, everybody was pissing me off. It's draining. Like being just an entrepreneur in general is draining because you don't clock in and clock out. Like, this is my life. And it depends on me. So, you know, the weight of it all. And then you got your family, and it's a lot. It's a lot. And so I was sitting there sad, and she's like, what's wrong? And I couldn't even hold it in. And she was also already going through her stuff, so I wouldn't even try to. I just started crying. And I was just like, you know, I'm just like to the point where like, should I even be doing this anymore? Like, and I've never actually had said that out loud. So that was, even for me to say it out loud to my mother, was very shocking. The lady who it started with, you know, was kind of crazy. And then we're sitting there, and she was like, well, you know, you told me you wanted to be famous and that you wanted to be a singer at the age of 7. Like, so I think that, I don't think you should give up, right? She's telling me that. I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, you don't even understand. Like, I put so much into this, and it feels like not rewarding at all. I'm just talking about all this stuff. And this lady just randomly walks past, and she's like, oh, you guys are so beautiful. Older lady. And then she stops, and she said, I'm sorry, but God is really telling me to tell you that you have something you can't even imagine that's on the way to you. There's about to be a blessing that's coming your way. And she was like, don't give up on whatever it is that you have to offer this world, because God has got your hands. I just started crying again, and she held my hand. It literally was crazy because it was like clockwork. And my mom, she was just like, and the lady walked away. She's like, and I wasn't about to stop at this table. She said, I was just about to say hi to y'all because I always say hi to my fellow Black. We're in Woodland Hills, if you know where Woodland Hills is. In LA, it's the bougie part of LA. And so there wasn't many of us in there. So she was like, you know, I was just coming to say hi to my sisters type of thing. And she was like, but something was telling me to say more, God, obviously. And that was really like, this was literally like, 3 months ago, 3 months ago. This is very recent. It wasn't even that long ago.
Okay.
And so she said that, and I was like, okay, you're right. Don't quit. But that was the most recent sign, I would say.
God,
that
was working.
Man, he really do. I said, why you always want to get me to the edge of my seat, God?
Because when you get back up in that shit, you hungry again.
Man, I swear, I literally say that. I say he just does. He plays this little push and pull game, which you just remind you like, this is all like, what is the bigger purpose? You know what I mean? This is, yes. My therapist at one point was like, if you weren't a singer or songwriter, like, who is BJRNCK? Like, who is Janae? Who is BJRNCK? And I was like, that's a good question. Like, what is your purpose beyond singing? I had to think about it for a long time. I had to think about it like with my music, because I was like, damn, that could even make me a better writer, like, and an artist. And I now recommend everybody to think about that. Like, if music, or if that's what you do, if you're a singer, songwriter, whatever, if that was taken away from you today, if you couldn't sing no more, like, that doesn't mean what you had to offer for the world it doesn't end there just because you have to stop. My answer was love.
Okay.
I feel like I'm just such a loving person, and I love love, and I love to give love. And like in my music, I talk a lot about love, obviously, but I talk about, it's not necessarily like, I hate you, da-da-da. I might say that one time in a song, but overall, it's kind of like, we're going through this, but if you love me and I love you, how can we treat each other? Like, how can we get the best out of each other? This is how I want to be loved. How do you want to be loved? And
you literally say that.
Yeah. And those in the music, I was like, that helped me finish out the album. Like, even that question alone.
Oh man, I love that. That's full circle as fuck, for real.
Literally.
Okay, well, you kind of answered 2 of my questions. The self-discovery part, the challenges part. You just told a very beautiful story. But I kind of want a couple more stories. Because Crazy is the song I'm stuck on right now. Club, I would say, is number 2, but then Safety might be taking Club for me because the video just came out and I just fucking love the video.
The videos of
and then when you really listen to Safety, like, you popping your shit. You're like,
for sure,
if you can't do this, if you can't do that, if you can't be my safe, like, that's what safety means to me, right? So set those standards and stick on those. But Crazy is the one I'm sticking on because I love the melody in that and how it's, you talk about how you crazy or you was crazy, whatever, some crazy shit. But like, you sound like a fairy at the same time.
I know, right? It's like a play on both. It's like the
Oh, so you did that on purpose?
I did. Well, you know what's crazy? My voice is just naturally soft, but people, even when they look at me, right?
Yeah.
You walk out in the world. I feel like people judge books by their cover. Like you could look at somebody and be like, oh, either they're gonna think, I don't know, oh, she's too cute, she's not gonna be this, or she's not gonna be real, or whatever. And I'm not. I'm actually real as fuck. And or you know, they might be like, oh, this lady the other day tried to play me in my apartment, and she thought that she was just gonna punk me because probably how I look. She's like, oh, this little, you know what I mean? So the song, and to go back to the song, it's like people don't. My voice is so soft and sweet, but I do not play that shit.
Well, what's the story behind Crazy, or like what inspired the whole?
You know, it's
the whole moment of you writing that? Because was that the one that you recorded it in at 3 a.m.? No, that was Club.
That was Club. Club was 3 a.m. after literally me and my friends came in and we just like wrote that song in a couple minutes. But Crazy, that was the last day of, so we did a writing camp.
Okay.
And so that was the last day of the camp. And literally everybody was gone. There was one more writer who actually wrote on safety. We did safety and she was there, Ariel. Shout out to Ariel. She came in, she was super tired. She's like, yeah, I gotta go home. And she called her Uber. And as she called her Uber, he played like it's like, the little melody, like loop thing, right? And he played that. She's like, dang, I'm about to leave. That sounds fire. I'm like, that dude. Mind you, I was asleep because this is the last day. Mind you, we done did 7 days. And I was on tequila and Celsius. Like, it was crazy. I had the Celsius in the...
that sounds kind of fire.
It was the Celsius in the, you know, at the club where they give you the little things where you put the cranberry juice and stuff in?
Yeah.
I put Celsius in that.
Wait, a carafe? You filled a carafe? How many cans of Celsius did you pour into that carafe?
4. And that's what I was drinking. So imagine how tired I was at the end of this day. I'm like, this is the last day. I'm
crashed.
Yeah, I'm crashed. But then he played that beat, or he started making the beat, and it literally just wrote it. Like I closed my eyes, and the song literally wrote the song. Because I was like, ooh, because I feel like I've had those moments. When I really like somebody, I'm sorry, at the beginning, until I know like what it is, I'm a little possessive, I'm a little crazy, because I just want to know, are we together or are we not? Like,
nah.
I hate the little period where it's like, okay, because at first we kind of play like, not hard to get, but it's like, I'm feeling you, but I ain't giving you my all. Yep. And then when you start we sit on the phone for 2 hours, we look up and we're on the phone for 2 hours because you asking me questions and I'm asking you questions. And now it's like, damn, I really like this guy. And then 2 days go by and he didn't text me back or something like that, or we were supposed to hang out and he didn't even reschedule the plans, and it's like we was just sitting on the phone for 2 hours.
Exactly.
I don't just do that with people. So now you want me to act crazy because you was damn near my man at that moment.
At the moment, no, you was my man at the time. Yes.
And now you want to act like you're not my man, and I don't like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's, I mean, but there's been so many moments. I feel like I said, I could say I've acted that same way in like a couple of moments. There's been a moment where I thought we was together with this guy, and he was not answering my phone. No, he was mad because he wanted me to come see him. I was working late. I didn't get off till 12. He lived like 45 minutes away from me. I'm like, I'm not coming. End up saying, you know what? I'm gonna surprise him. Don't surprise no man.
Hey, now we believe in love. It happens.
I didn't know.
Your man. No, that was your man, though.
I thought he was. He wasn't my man. He wasn't my man. So
you drive up.
I drive up. I had the clicker. That was my man. Actually, I had your clicker. What y'all think?
To the garage?
Yes.
Oh, yes. That was your man.
Yeah, like, unless he was just doing stuff.
Wait a minute. It's about to get hot. So clicker.
I had the clicker. I get the clicker. I have the thing to open the gate. Usually his front door is always unlocked because he lives like in a gated thing. Yeah. So I go in. I go to the thing. The lights are on, but the door is locked. Already red flag. I said, door is locked. Interesting. I knock on the door very politely. Somebody peeks through the blinds, and then they don't say nothing, and the lights go off. I start banging on the door. Like, I started acting crazy because now I'm pissed because I done drove 45 minutes over here. I done brought you some food. I'm pissed. After you begged me to come. So then I was like, you know what? I'm about to leave. And I said, nah, you're not about to leave. So I go to the back. You know, like in the bathroom.
Tiffany said, yep.
Yeah, because it's like, what? I'm not no goofy. I'm not a lame. Yeah, you're not about to do this to me. So I go to the back. And you know, like, in the bathroom, like, there's the little, the little window above, like by the
Above
tub.
the tub, yes.
Yeah.
It's that little rectangle.
The little
thing.
rectangle one.
Don't tell me you climbed through that.
I was about. I hopped up on there and I opened it and I said, "Nigga, I know you in here." And do you know that man came into the tub and was talking to me through the window?
Why were you still in the window?
Why was I still in the
You
window?
were still.
Because
He didn't let you in.
He didn't let me in.
Where was the other person at?
He lied and said some, I didn't want to say this, what he said, but he said that it was a situation going on. And he was like, I said, so why can't you let me in then? Like, I'm confused if you don't have nobody. He's like, you're acting crazy. You don't even know. Literally said I was acting crazy. And then I went to my car like a freaking loser and cried.
Baby girl.
I was young though.
We didn't all been there.
I was like 20 years old. So yeah, that was like the most, I feel like that was, since then, I mean, I've done a lot of crazy things since then, but that was like the most like, but once I learned something, I've never since then pulled up on a man.
Never do that shit again.
Nope.
All right, girl. I got one more question before we round the show. You get to ask me one. And this little pop-up section is called Questions That Need Answers. At least for me, I want to know the story behind BJRNCK, your name.
Yeah.
Why it's spelled that way, what it means to you, what inspired it.
Okay, so BJRNCK is my last name, but obviously it's spelled differently. My dad is German and Mexican. So
interesting.
Yeah, I know, right? So BJRNCK is a German last name. And I used to, well, my first name is Janae. Obviously, Janae Aiko stole my shit.
Yeah.
So when she came out, I was like, dang, love you, Janae, because that's like, you know, big sis. But it was also like, damn, I can't go by Janae. And then I was going by Tiana Janae, and that wasn't really sticking.
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, why don't you go by BJRNCK? Mind you, I done got made fun of all through school, Brunswick, bowling. I done got called all types of names with my last name. So I just made it. Once they said it, it kind of clicked to me like, no, you have to own this name.
Yeah, you do.
And you have to make people one day, BJRNCK, like, it's got to be a thing now. And
I can imagine that.
I put in my family. I was like, well, Beyonce, people didn't say her name right. SZA, Black. Like, I mean, people call them the wrong name still to this day.
Yeah.
So I just was like, you know,
Slack.
I'm a really, they call him Six Flags still. So I kind of just wanted to own. I'm very, like, the things that people, I guess that's the rebel in me. The things that people, talk about, I'm like, even with like how I dress, I have a whole brand called Half Naked because people talk about how half naked I dress. And I'm like, yep, sure. You know, like, I just own whatever people think that's
what they be saying about me.
Yeah,
I got a show where I dress half naked.
And I get why you do it because what? She works out. And if I'm working out, I'm going to show it off. Period. And I just like, she just looks comfortable. Like, you look great.
Thank you.
People are haters.
I enjoyed that story. Had no idea that was a German name, but I get it now. Like, when you said BJRNCK, owning that and you being able to like know there is a moment coming where that is going to be the sound that you walk out to. Yeah,
there's 2 moments I can't wait for. That and when I don't have to sing and the crowd can sing my song.
Okay.
I can't wait for that moment.
Well, remember that lady that tapped you on your shoulder and said, it's
right. I know. Shout out to her.
It's coming. That was only 3 months ago.
Literally.
Yes.
So it's right here.
And
we're on the brink.
A lot of work into, you know, getting the word out about this project. And I'm telling you, the songs are going to stick. At least I felt it. And I know when I listen to stuff and it sticks immediately, that's already like, I have a keen sense of sound, as we would say, as you obviously know as a creator too. So
love that.
I'm hoping to see BJRNCK.
Yes.
Cheered at Paramount or somewhere close to my house. So
somewhere.
I can you.
Yes.
Okay. All right, girl. You get to ask me a question before we round out the show.
Did you work out today?
Actually, no, but I do coach Pilates. I just haven't worked out and done Pilates in like 3 weeks.
Dang.
But I normally do. I actually am gaining weight right now.
No, you look great. I was gonna say, yeah.
I was like,
women, we're so funny. We are so like hard on ourselves. But same, girl. I'm over here like tuck the
I had a terrible day. I've been like, I'm like really happy. I just got engaged, but like then there's this weird like depression.
Engaged? What the hell?
Yes, girl. My nails not done right now because I'm trying to braid my hair into this.
It's so crazy because as women, the first thing we look at is the rock on the finger, and I was already like. But, you know, I just be wearing rings on whatever fingers. I don't even be caring about that. But I guess now that I'm getting a little older, I am not wearing on my ring fingers. It's like until you put a ring on it, ain't no ring on it.
Exactly.
But that is beautiful. Wow. How does it feel to be engaged?
Oh my God, it
Is
feels
it surreal?
It was surreal. Honestly, it felt surreal the whole time, like when we were in Hawaii. So it happened in Hawaii. And then it didn't feel real until we got back. We walked back into our house 'cause we lived together already. And I was like, damn, like I'm about to be future Mrs. Andrea Aspelair. Like,
How long y'all been together? I know I'm asking multiple questions.
no, go ahead. We've met January like technically in person, 25th of 2024. So a year.
Oh wow,
and a
he did not waste no
half
time.
ago. Not really, no. And we got engaged June 25th of 2025. But we've been literally locked in. Like, I've been through lots of different ups and downs with dating. But when I tell y'all, I know this shit
You don't
sounds so
could be-
cliche. When you find the one, you find the one. And even in that moment, if it's not working out when you feel that feeling, you need to look inside and figure out what it is you need to heal so that.
And that's a word right there for real, because or if you meet somebody and it clicks and you have to, it's really like about divine timing, I swear, because
Absolutely.
somebody could be like your person and you could be their person, but if y'all not on the same
wavelength,
like if y'all not ready to receive that from each other or be open to like him helping you learn how to love again, or you helping him be softer, or whatever that is that y'all can help bring into each other's life. But what she said is so real. I also was like, I swear I thought I never would get married. Like I was like, no, I'm not gonna be married or anything like that. Like I never was thinking about it, and now I can't wait to get married. And like in my relationship now, I literally, you meet the person and y'all be talking every day since then. It's like y'all locked in and you just don't let up.
Yeah, never.
And that's
never
how you know.
back.
That's how you know.
Yeah, that's
Being in love is so.
I love being in love. I love loving. I love being loved the way he loves me. I swear to God, that man was built for me, made for me, all that and above. And I love who I've become since like learning that I could be loved like that.
Bro, it's so. Can you be my safety? That is real. That is real.
He is. He normally is here, actually, but he's sick right now, so we can't.
But that's so real.
It's nasty outside. But all right. Thank you for that question. Thank you for your vulnerability, your honesty. Thank you for being as real as you are. Obviously, like I have been following you and have seen you and have heard you singing in like the shorts and the videos that you make on YouTube, but never got the chance to sit down and see that Chicago side, see that LA side. And I can't wait for everyone to see this conversation.
Yes, this is a great interview.
All right.
Great questions.
Album coming.
Yes.
Title TBC or to be announced.
To be announced.
But go watch the crazy video, or well, they're all the videos are out. But go watch the safety video. It just came out. I really, really like that one. And yeah, y'all. Follow BJRNCK. Oh, you want to spell it out for them?
Yes. Everybody, my name is BJRNCK, and this is Drea Vibes. You can follow me on all social media platforms or listen to my music on all streaming platforms at BJRNCK.
Perfection. All right,
great.
Peace.